Officer Daniels mocked Marcus quietly, while surrounding pedestrians recorded everything nearby. Rain soaked downtown sidewalks, while impatient officers demanded Marcus immediately surrender identification. Marcus calmly explained misplaced documents. Yet aggressive officers continued threatening unnecessary violence. Crowds gathered nervously beside flashing cruisers, whispering concerns about discriminatory police treatment. Young children watched fearfully nearby, while officers handcuffed Marcus against patrol vehicle. Daniels smirked arrogantly, accusing Marcus publicly despite lacking evidence supporting suspicious allegations. Marcus requested supervisors immediately, but nearby officers laughed dismissively during escalating confrontation. An elderly shopkeeper protested loudly, criticizing officers for humiliating Marcus without justification. Daniels aggressively searched Marcus repeatedly, while reporters unexpectedly approached nearby crowded intersections. Television cameras captured officers shoving Marcus harshly beside overflowing rainwater puddles yesterday. Marcus maintained composure carefully, while angry commuters condemned officers surrounding him publicly. Officer Reynolds threatened additional charges unless Marcus immediately stopped questioning discriminatory procedures. Nearby teenagers live-streamed everything online, while stunned pedestrians criticized aggressive police behavior. Marcus quietly asked witnesses, recording videos preserving evidence, supporting eventual accountability afterward. Daniels ignored departmental protocols completely while forcing Marcus inside cramped patrol vehicle. Sirens echoed throughout downtown streets, while gathered bystanders demanded respectful treatment immediately. Marcus remained silent briefly before requesting legal representation through official departmental channels inside crowded cruisers. Officers joked carelessly about Marcus throughout humiliating transportation downtown. Dispatch operators received numerous complaints describing officers targeting Marcus unfairly during arrest. Several business owners exited nearby stores, criticizing officers publicly before evening newscasts. Marcus studied officers while memorizing badge numbers beside crowded downtown intersections tonight. Daniels bragged arrogantly, promising supervisors would undoubtedly support aggressive policing methods afterward. Officer Reynolds dismissed concerned witnesses repeatedly while tightening Marcus's uncomfortable handcuffs unnecessarily. Heavy thunder rattled windows while Marcus entered precinct headquarters surrounded by officers. Front desk employees exchanged uncomfortable glances after recognizing Marcus entering handcuffed alongside colleagues. Daniels demanded immediate processing paperwork, while confused receptionists hesitated nervously beside computers. Marcus calmly requested water before observing frightened expressions throughout crowded offices nearby. A rookie officer whispered anxiously after recognizing Marcus from departmental leadership meetings. Daniels ignored nervous warnings while escorting Marcus toward dim interrogation rooms downstairs. Marcus sat patiently waiting while surveillance cameras documented officers behaving aggressively, questioning. Officer Reynolds accused Marcus repeatedly despite lacking witnesses, supporting fabricated criminal accusations. Several detectives paused conversations after noticing Marcus seated inside interrogation rooms downstairs. Daniels proudly described heroic policing while supervisors secretly reviewed arrest footage upstairs. Marcus quietly observed everything, while inexperienced officers celebrated supposedly discriminatory arrest procedures. Precinct secretaries exchanged worried messages regarding Marcus throughout rapidly escalating confusion tonight. A veteran detective recognized Marcus immediately before urgently contacting internal affairs investigators. Daniels continued mocking Marcus while unaware commanders reviewed notification messages nearby. Internal affairs investigators arrived suddenly, demanding complete explanations regarding Marcus's arrest. Marcus remained composed while nervous. Officers scrambled, organizing inconsistent incident reports hastily. Television reporters crowded precinct entrances, while online viewers criticized officers throughout evening broadcasts. Daniels defended aggressive tactics repeatedly despite mounting evidence exposing discriminatory policing practices. Senior commanders reviewed surveillance footage, while disappointed community leaders demanded immediate accountability. Marcus requested another supervisor calmly before examining policy manuals inside interrogation rooms. Officer Reynolds noticed commissioners suddenly and immediately abandoned earlier arrogant confidence completely. Department lawyers entered conference rooms while confused officers reviewed contradictory witness statements nervously. Marcus folded his arms quietly while commanders questioned officers regarding excessive force allegations. Daniels attempted shifting blame repeatedly, while nervous colleagues avoided direct eye contact nearby. Outside precinct headquarters, protesters demanded justice while journalists broadcast unfolding developments nationwide tonight. Marcus listened silently while senior investigators reviewed body camera footage exposing officers' misconduct publicly. Several commanders appeared shocked after recognizing Marcus from confidential departmental leadership presentations. Daniels noticed unusual reactions, yet continued confidently defending discriminatory arrest decisions publicly. Internal Affairs investigators requested complete timelines, while officers nervously revised official incident statements. Marcus calmly questioned Daniels directly regarding departmental ethics and constitutional policing responsibilities afterward. Officer Reynolds stammered nervously after realizing Marcus possessed extensive procedural knowledge during questioning. Precinct hallways became completely silent while commissioners entered heavily guarded conference chambers upstairs. Daniels straightened his uniform nervously while senior officials approached interrogation rooms together slowly. Marcus remained seated calmly while commissioners exchanged disappointed expressions beside confused officers nearby. An assistant commissioner whispered urgently before Daniels finally noticed Marcus's official departmental credentials. Officer Reynolds stepped backward fearfully while stunned colleagues reread Marcus's identification repeatedly afterward. Daniels turned pale immediately after recognizing Marcus as newly appointed Metropolitan Police Chief. Silence overwhelmed interrogation rooms while officers processed shocking revelations surrounding Marcus's true identity. Marcus slowly removed handcuffs before addressing officers regarding professionalism, integrity, and constitutional responsibility. Commissioners observed silently, while embarrassed officers avoided Marcus's unwavering, disappointed gaze. Throughout proceedings, Daniels attempted apologizing desperately, but Marcus demanded accountability instead of meaningless excuses immediately. Marcus explained leadership expectations clearly while recording disciplinary recommendations against involved officers carefully. Officer Reynolds lowered his head shamefully while reporters documented unfolding consequences outside headquarters tonight. Community leaders entered precinct conference rooms while Marcus discussed rebuilding damaged public trust carefully. Daniels realized career consequences immediately after commissioners suspended involved officers pending investigations indefinitely. Marcus reviewed body camera recordings carefully while investigators prepared formal misconduct charges against officers. Television anchors reported dramatic developments while nationwide audiences condemned discriminatory policing behaviors everywhere. Precinct employees applauded quietly after Marcus announced comprehensive reforms promoting fairness throughout departments. Daniels surrendered his badge silently while photographers captured humiliating moments outside headquarters yesterday. Marcus addressed gathered reporters confidently while emphasizing transparency, accountability, and respectful community policing. Citizens watching broadcasts nationwide praised Marcus for remaining composed throughout humiliating discriminatory treatment. Internal investigations expanded rapidly while additional complaints surfaced regarding Daniels' previous arrests publicly. Officer Reynolds cooperated fully afterward, revealing long-standing discriminatory practices throughout precinct operations previously. Marcus visited neighborhood businesses afterward, while residents expressed gratitude regarding promised departmental reforms. Young activists organized peaceful marches supporting Marcus and demanding nationwide policing accountability immediately. Commissioners approved emergency reforms unanimously, while community organizations celebrated meaningful institutional progress together. Daniels packed belongings silently, while former colleagues distanced themselves throughout disciplinary proceedings afterward. Marcus implemented mandatory training programs emphasizing constitutional rights and unbiased policing standards immediately. Citizens attended town hall meetings enthusiastically, while Marcus answered difficult community questions respectfully afterward. National commentators discussed Marcus extensively while analyzing systemic discrimination throughout law enforcement institutions. Officer Reynolds publicly apologized afterward while cooperating during extensive departmental reform initiatives nationwide. Marcus promoted deserving officers afterward while removing supervisors enabling discriminatory policing behaviors previously. Community trust improved gradually while residents observed meaningful changes throughout everyday police interactions. Daniels watched television interviews bitterly while Marcus inspired hopeful conversations regarding justice nationwide. Marcus honored courageous witnesses publicly while encouraging citizens documenting future police misconduct carefully. School teachers discussed Marcus's resilience afterward while students debated fairness, equality, and constitutional protections. Department morale improved significantly while ethical officers embraced Marcus's transformative leadership vision enthusiastically. Marcus established independent review boards ensuring transparent investigations regarding future misconduct allegations carefully. Neighborhood celebrations continued nightly while residents praised Marcus for courageous leadership during adversity. Daniels accepted termination quietly while investigators pursued additional misconduct allegations against him afterward. Marcus visited local schools regularly while encouraging teenagers pursuing honorable public service careers. Community volunteers partnered enthusiastically afterward, while precinct officers organized constructive neighborhood outreach programs.